Shop the lowest prices of the season throughout the day with Black Friday Deal Dash. Be sure to watch at 1 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 11 p.m. to get the best Black Friday deals, today's specials, and tons of great gifts. Every item is on sale during these hours, so don't miss it. Black Friday Deal Dash today.
And you can find everything you need for the holidays right here on HSN, like these beautiful holiday.
This year.
It was nothing.
Want to find your Mary? Shop HSN.
Goodness, Alice was right. I might need some coffee. This is so cushy. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better than a recliner when it's a lazy boy recliner, that is. This is so exciting because what we are able to do at HSN is something you will not even find if you go straight to a lazy boy store. These are custom ordered and we have them for immediate delivery. If you custom order with Lazy Boy, oh, and by the way, they swivel this year. If you custom order with Lazy Boy, you're looking at 8 to 15 weeks to get delivery. That could be somewhere like next March, but you're gonna get this in the next 2 weeks or even sooner. They're gonna be calling you to schedule a drop off and right there at your front door, and we'll get more into those details because all of that is included in this price. Speaking of these prices, weekly deal drop. This is gonna save you, even HSN comparison, between $200 to over $700 off in the retail market. Over $700 less here than if you custom ordered it with Lazy Boy anywhere that you can buy a Lazy Boy recliner, which is everywhere. Let's go through this now. There's 2 options for you and 4 colors. There's a power recliner and then there's a manual recliner. I will say this just as a heads up. Today, our pricing, or this week, our pricing, the price is less to get the power here than it is to get the manual in retail. So that's a big deal. The savings are astounding. This is clearly the last of the year. We are winding the year down with Lazy Boy. I want to share with you the colors. Again, you can choose manual or power. We'll go through both of them in detail with our guest in just a second. But the colors are amazing. I love this one, it's fudge. Oh, the fudge is such a beautiful, rich, deep, like an espresso brown. This is pretty too. This is that midnight blue, very similar to our leggings. It's a perfect color match. Then next to me is the cotton. I love the cotton. And don't be afraid of it being a lighter color. We'll talk about how this fabric has been treated and how you can care for it. You can see how plush and thick everything about this is on your back, your head, your lumbar, your arms. Next to that, we've got the Merlot. So we've got 4 colors. And like I said, you choose power or manual and then enjoy flex pay. So not only are you saving over $700 compared to retail, you can break this into monthly payments of somewhere between $250 to $3 something, depending on which card you use. If you have an HSN card, guess what? You can do a whole 18 months to finance this. That is amazing. So let's go through that. Using your HSN card, if you get the manual, you're only paying $69.38 a month for a year and a half, but you get it within the next 2 weeks, delivered to your front door, no charge. If you do the power, which does make more sense because the price is so great, and there is just a whole extra bit of convenience to the power, that's only $105 a month. $105.50. So let's get into the goodness, the details that make Lazy Boy, I mean, made in America. I mean, it's the perennial, I mean, we all know Lazy Boy to bring us exactly what we want in our homes, and that's comfort and relaxation and a place to just call home. And our home is your home as we welcome Amy Salm from Lazy Boy to talk through the amazing quality that you're getting here at HSN. Gosh, you look incredibly comfortable, Amy. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. Well, is it morning? It might be afternoon,
It is
right?
actually on this side of the country,
Depending
you're right.
on where you are. I am so excited to spend this next hour with you. You know, Lazy Boy's been around for over 95 years.
Jeez.
In March, we'll be 96 years old, and
Wow.
we are the company that invented the recliner. When you are watching a television show or you're shopping yourself and you say, I'm going to pick up a recliner, you don't say, I'm going to go buy a recliner. You say, I'm going to buy a Lazy Boy. And let me tell you why Lazy Boy is the authentic brand. Not only do you have the Lazy Boy logo on the side of your chair, whether it's your handle or your wireless remote, but it's the inside, and it's everything that we've done with innovation, comfort, stability, and the branding that lets you know you have the authentic product. This is the gift of a lifetime. When you gift your Lazy Boy recliner to yourself or to your loved one for the holidays, you're gifting investment to their comfort and their relaxation, and you're gifting to generations. That's what's so fabulous about Lazy Boy. I know many of you out there can say, I remember so-and-so's recliner and you weren't allowed to sit in it. Well, why not make this yours this time around, or make this the perfect gift for your loved one because you just don't know which item you want? This is the one. Let me start with telling you about the Power. The Power recliner's only been out for about a year, maybe 2 at the most. And this is what's exclusive to Lazy Boy. Our own engineers designed and patented this wireless remote. Now, we've had Power before, and you've had 4 motors, but the controls have always been on the chair. Now you can sit in the chair, set your remote down, and continue to use it. This is 4 motors in our Power recliner. The first motor reclines the back, so it's considered infinite reclining positions, 1 touch at a time. And as you recline, the front of the recliner comes out and it supports the back of the knee. So I'm 5'2" and some quarters of an inch. I'd love to say I'm 5'3", but my husband's close to 6 feet, and we've had people over 6 feet too sit in this chair because you recline the back, the seat gets deeper, and it fits all types of body sizes. The second row of buttons raises the leg rest. So look, a little touch at a time so that you get your own comfort level. You could hold the 2 buttons down at the same time if you wanted to and go to a full bed recline. Once you're here, let's say you're taking a quick little nap, but the doorbell rings and you want to see who might be at the window or at the door. You can raise your headrest. You can start talking to people, or you can just press the home button and come right back to a seated position. That third motor is the headrest. This is what I love, because when I sit in this Lazy Boy, the way my body is shaped, I need more support behind the head. I can raise the headrest and the chair comes to me. This is what's exclusive about Lazy Boy. Every other reclining company, you sit how the chair reclines. With Lazy Boy, the chair fits how you recline. So it's customizing. And then down in the lumbar, we are known for the most lumbar support, but with this 4th motor, we're giving you 3 additional inches of lumbar support. So it really fits everyone perfectly. And again, hit that home button, you go back to a seated upright position. Now, we also give you memory buttons. So this is my favorite reclining position, number 1.
Oh, I love how it just finds that position for you.
Finds that sweet spot. And anytime your sweet spot changes, because we know our body's fatigue, so your sweet spot changes, then you change the chair. So if I want my headrest back a little bit more, let me take that back. Now all I have to do is press my memory button. Here's the beep, and it's in that favorite position.
Awesome.
What if I wanted to increase my lumbar support? Now it's my second favorite reclining position. Hit memory number 2, listen for 2 beeps, and now number 2 is set.
Okay,
so that's
so
really
it's
cool in what we do.
Set for you and set for your
then-
husband. That's awesome.
Exactly. And then on the side, this is a magnetic cradle. So it holds your magnetic wireless remote here. Inside, you have 2 memory buttons here, and then you have your home button. But if you take, Callie, if you take your wand out, you will see 2 additional buttons on the inside. The front one is Find My Remote. Let's all face it. We've all lost our television remote. We lose our keys, right? Press the button. The sound happens until you find your remote. You press your button on the remote and it stops the beeping. And if you have little ones at home that love to change your buttons when you're reclining and have you recline in different positions, you can lock the communication out by sliding that lever to the back. And when you're ready to have the communication work again, slide it forward
Sweet.
so that you can use your wand.
And I
then,
love
of
that
course,
there's
down at the
this.
bottom.
I love that there's
Yes,
a USB port, so you can be charging your phone while you're relaxing in your recliner, which,
Exactly.
by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned, but it swivels. I mean,
Yes.
just that swivel, something about that just frees you up. You just feel so much more, I don't know, it just is like more of a custom kind of experience. And this is the first time we've done the swivel. I love that feature. I do want to remind you, if you're just flipping by or stopping by, this is an amazing weekly deal drop. I mean, this is no joke. This isn't like, oh, $100 off. It is over $700 off of what you'd pay in retail. And if you buy it in retail, you are not going to get this chair between probably next end of January to the end of March. Literally from 8 to 15 weeks is what it would take to order a custom built chair just like this one. It's just a matter of which one do you want, the power or the manual. They're both available. But I did say if power has been of interest to you, do it now, do it here, because you can get the power here at less money than what you're gonna get the manual in retail later. So the savings are astounding. You can see that's available on 5 Flex for any of you with a card that you like a lot, or if you have the HSN card, not only could you add a 6th Flex, you could do 18 months. That would be a long, slow way to just gently pay this off. And don't forget, we don't charge you interest on those payments. We hold the balance. You just get to pay it slowly, little by little, over the next 18 months. So it's somewhere between about $70 for the manual or about $105 for the power. That's how it works with the financing, which I love. But this pricing goes away tomorrow. Weekly deal drop starts on Monday, goes till Sunday night. If they're still around, then we drop 7 new deals every Monday morning. So I'm just letting you know, your color choices are still here in both power and in manual. Here's your midnight, love the fudge. We have cotton, and then we have the Merlot. So let's talk about the delivery experience, Amy, and then maybe assembly, because I know everybody wants to know the specifics on both of those. I love, this is like right at your threshold delivery within the next week or 2.
Well, and what's fabulous, Kelly, is we have now started offering white glove delivery again.
Yay.
So that means in the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to call you and make an appointment. Now, that's whether it's for you or your loved one that you're gifting to. We have distribution centers across the United States, so you don't have to worry about that. This is a 2-piece connection when you're talking about the manual recliner. We just slide the back on the base, and you get to start using your recliner. With white glove, we take all of the packaging away. Now, 30 minutes out, we're going to call you with your reminder appointment time. And at that time, if you prefer threshold delivery, we still offer that too. That means that it'll come to the door of your choice, front door, back door, garage, for instance. Now, you will have to unbox the recliner, and I suggest that you just have a partner help you do that, but you will also have to take away the cartoning. When you offer threshold delivery, we will take a photograph of that delivery so that it counts as your signature. So maybe there's somebody in the household that's still not comfortable with people in the home, or maybe they don't feel good. That's why we offer both, but standard is our white glove. Again, this is something that you will get within the 1 to 3 week timeline. So you're going to have this gift before Christmas and before Hanukkah, which is really exciting. And Callie, if we can talk about the fabric, everybody wants to know, why would I put white furniture in my home?
Don't stress about it.
This is another exclusive for Lazy Boy. This is an iClean fabric. It's iFlanagan, which is a #1 seller on Lazy Boy at HSN. This is cranberry juice. It is the stickiest of all of the juices.
And
iClean
red.
fabric are, yeah, and red. That's right. iClean fabrics are we immerse the entire bolts of fabric in a solution that surrounds every fiber. This is nothing that we spray on the surface, so it does not wear off. You cannot buy this in a big box store in a can. That's why it's so exclusive. It is liquid repellent. Whoop, there it goes. I'm going to have more on me and my carpet than I'm going to have on my furniture. And there it goes, right down on my slacks, right? But that's okay, because this is iClean. All I do is lay a paper towel next to each of the little dots that has separated, and look, it is gone. I'm going to have more of a cleanup on me and my floor, but this is where the spill stays on your paper towel. If you have little droplets, which I do, I can see tiny little droplets that took away from the major spill, right? And they're all gone, okay? It is dry to the touch, which is fabulous. Now, imagine if this was not iClean and your fabric looked like this now on the back.
I know.
This is what now lives inside your foam cushion that is an upgrade, which I'll talk about too. And that's where the smells, the mildew, and the mold begin to live. And those are things that you never are able to get out. That's why we sell the iClean fabric. And Flanagan, which is, here I am cleaning up my pant leg here of my February jeans, but that's okay. That's okay. I wish I had iClean clothing. But that's why we're exclusive. Now let's talk about what's inside. This is Tempur-pedic memory foam. We are the only company that offers Tempur response seating. That means we have exclusively designed with the Tempur-pedic #1 mattress company, their scientists, engineers, and Lazy Boy engineers. It took us over 3 years to design a seat cushion that gave the right loft and the right comfort for seating. As you well know, Tempur-pedic knows what to do for mattresses, but it's very different when you sit. Now, this is what it's like when you first sit down. I'm not going to show you anything other than the truth here. You sit down and it stops, okay?
Nice.
It stops. What does that mean? Number one, Tempur-pedic takes on the temperature of your room and your body. So if your room is chilled, it's going to sit, your body will sit on the recliner and it'll feel firm. I want everyone to understand that. Give it a few minutes. As you sit, it accepts your body weight and your body temperature. Then it starts to develop around you individually. This goes from the back of the seat all the way down to the tip of the ankles. So we are giving you customized support like no other recliner will ever give you. Lazy Boy does this in a 2-layer support system. So if you could run, if we could run the video so everyone sees what I'm talking about, we give you our base foam underneath. Oh, this is my plant. There's another one that shows you about the Tempur-pedic, but I'll just talk to the plant now. Everything we do is made right here in the United States with domestic imported parts. We test everything like no other company tests. We have our own testing facilities. Oh, there we go. We're going to go into the Tempur-pedic now. We'll just jump around a little bit, and that's okay, right?
Thanks for rolling with it, Amy.
I know, absolutely. So there's Lazy Boy's standard high resiliency foam underneath. There's the Tempur-pedic foam on the surface. So you get twice the comfort, twice the support for your best relaxation. Everything that we've done here is customization. We've customized the fabric. We've customized the power wand and being exclusive to Lazy Boy. We've customized the seating inside, so when you sit down, this is the only reclining company that you get customized seating with. We showed you the plant. We cut all of our foam. The foam that is cut just for this Pinnacle style. The back has blown fiber. In our plants, we could blow the fiber and tumble it one time, but that's not what Lazy Boy does. That's the industry standard. Lazy Boy tumbles 3 times so that the loft of the Dacron is at its most tensile strength and the softest. Here we go again with the plant. So This is how we engineer the wood. This is how we test the furniture. We put heavy, heavy pounds of pressure. Here's where we're cutting that individual foam. Those pieces that you see are cut for this style recliner.
Wow.
And our cushions that we layer to make sure you're getting the right comfort level. There's that Dacron. A single tumble is what everybody does, but Lazy Boy does 3 to give you that best loft. We cut, we sew, we test the fabric. So here's where we pull the fabric apart to make sure your seams last. This is us testing the Tempur-pedic foam for you. And then we test our frames 100,000 times. And this is why we are able to offer a limited lifetime warranty. That's lifetime on the parts, lifetime on the mechanism, lifetime on the frame. All the other parts and components to our warranties are found right on hsn.com. This is unheard of, but it's why we partnership with HSN. It's why we partnership with Tempur-pedic. So you get the exclusives and you get the best furniture brand in the industry, and we're able to give you the gift of generations, not a couple years down the road.
It's so true. And that's why, I mean, I hate to say this, but I have to. If there are 2 of you, you should get 2. Because it's one of those things, it is such a gift to yourself. I mean, just to sit in this, and I can't wait for those of you who've already ordered this, I can't wait for you to have this experience. It is like you are just enveloped in like a big hug. Something else I wanted to share with you is that I'm now moved to the manual. There is a power, there are manual options with all 4 of the colors. But Amy, I kicked up my feet, and then I pushed myself back. I noticed that it's slowly, there's a ratcheting. Like I'm gonna first of all go all the way into like almost like I could sleep in this. I mean, look at the position I'm in. And it ratchets, so it keeps you in that position until you decide, you know, to release it and take it down a little bit. But I just love that it keeps it here, and it just makes it like the perfect place to just take a load off. If you need to spend a night, if you've got somebody that's recuperating from an injury, my boyfriend did 3 years ago, literally lived and slept in a recliner to get through the healing process. You could do it here. This is an amazing chair. And I do want to remind you, this is the fudge, this is the midnight, this is the cotton. You saw Amy do that demo, so it's been treated. Not even red cranberry juice is going to stain this. Cotton is most popular, I'm told, by the way. Next to that is the Merlot. So the 4 colors are all just really spot on for home decor. And again, I have an update for you. If you want the Merlot in manual, there's 35. So here's what happens. HSN went to Lazy Boy. We put together a deal and ordered a certain amount for you. This is a custom-built recliner from Lazy Boy for you. What we have is what we have. When we sell these out, it's gonna be months before we can actually turn around even the recliner itself. I know it's not gonna be then at a weekly deal drop price. So you are really watching. This has been sitting on our website for the last 6 days now. It will go away. The pricing expires tomorrow at midnight if any of them are here, and you'll get immediate delivery. You're not gonna have to wait that 8 to 15 weeks by ordering this through a Lazy Boy, facility. This is on its way to you with white glove delivery. So again, this is truly what a treat for you. I do think we all think about others for the holidays, and you want the perfect gift for everybody, but I hope you'll treat yourself. There's sometimes it merits, getting a family gift, getting just for me kind of Christmas present. And I really hope you'll consider that, because these prices are so good. And it's a name brand that has been around for did you say 95 years, Amy?
95 years,
95 years. There you go. And I love watching the factory footage, knowing these are built by real people here in our country. That feels so good.
Right. That's right. And Callie, I love that you're sitting in the manual recliner. I'm moved over to my manual recliner as well. What I want to show everyone is this is a beautiful newer handle. It's a long handle, so I'm very short. My arms are very short, but with a single finger, I can open that recliner to 3 locking positions. That's 2 more locking positions than every other company out there. That's the first thing. But as you said, this has a ratchet system. When you put your foot on the floor, or just as you did, put it on the recliner itself, this is and exclusive to Lazy Boy. And it's how we got started 95 years ago. So we still make that reclining feature just like we did the original chair that was built by two cousins out of their garage in Monroe, Michigan. And that is still where our world headquarters is today. But as you ratchet back, as you did, you will hear the clicking, and that clicking is putting the chair in the best position for your body size and body weight. So again, like the Power, where you can touch a button at a time to get that sweet spot, the manual one just knows what's right for your body size and body weight. This is why I say the chair adjusts itself to you, not you adjusting yourself to it. And when you're ready to leave the manual recliner, you lower the handle. And I'm going to tell you, you hear a ping. And I want everyone to know that means your chair's working. A lot of people think when you hear a metal sound, it's broken. No, that ratchet system locks inside teeth. There's 18 different teeth. And that's why we can give you 54 reclining positions, 53 more reclining positions than any other reclining company out there. That's why Lazy Boy invented the recliner. We're #1, and this is the name brand. But what I also loved is watching you swivel. You were swiveling to talk to me. You were swiveling to talk to me. The manual recliner swivels 360 degrees.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that for you, right? And then you can turn and talk to your loved one. Maybe someone's cooking in the kitchen next week for Thanksgiving. They're always left out of the conversation, right?
I know.
Swivel your chair around and have a great time. Include them in the day.
This is the first time
There's that manual.
Yeah, I love that whole 360-degree swivel. It just frees you up. I don't know what it is. I think that is a major upgrade on the Pinnacle, and I'm so excited for you to get this. And I say it because I'm sitting in it, and just hearing you describe and educate us, Amy, about how it's built from the inside out, it helps really you can kind of imagine how cushy it's going to feel. I can tell you this, it will be cushier. It will exceed your expectations. It's so plush. Look at from the arms to look at how cushy the back is for your head, for the lumbar, even on the sides over here. It's just so beautifully made. I do love this particular fabric. It's got a nice texture to it, and it's just so cushy and welcoming. Oh, it'll just be your favorite chair ever, and you will want to pass this to your kids and to their kids and to their kids after that. Do want to remind everybody, we're about halfway through the presentation, Amy, and I will repeat a lot of what you just educated us about, but it is really important to know that this whole thing goes away tomorrow. This whole savings, even tomorrow at HSN, or on Monday, or midnight tomorrow night, the pricing, HSN pricing compare will be over $200 to $250 higher. But if you went to a Lazy Boy facility or store and you asked for this exact, all the features, all the high-end upgrades, you would be looking at over $700 more. $700 more in retail. So let's go through your options. We've got power and manual. Power and or manual, it's either one. And we have all 4 colors, but very close to selling out in that that Merlot in the manual. So we'll talk about the manual pricing first, because you can see here the difference. It's over a $2,000 chair in retail. Our pricing is $1,249. That's a significant savings here. That's almost $800, my goodness. And look at the power. Now you're even saving more on the power. Usually, I don't know how that works, but I mean, that's the way it is. The power you're saving, wow, it's a $2,625 chair. It's $1,899 at HSN. So obviously the savings are here, but so is the quality, so is the longevity, so is the, the legacy of a company that is known because they started this category. They are the first. Lazy Boy developed the first ever recliner. And you gotta know that over the last 95 years, they just keep getting better and better. I don't blame you at all if you're getting this cotton. It is so pretty. Talk about an elegant piece for your living room or your dining room or your bedroom or your office. I'm gonna give you some updates here as we move through this second half of the show. This cotton color, if you want it in the manual, There's only 114 left. And again, we ordered these in advance of this week so that you could get immediate delivery. If you want the power in the cotton, there's less than 200. So again, very, very limited. This has been on our site for the last week. Let's go through the options here with the Merlot. Oh, this is pretty. This is really pretty. It's like, If you want the manual in the Merlot, there's 30 remaining. If you want the power, there's 5 dozen. This is a gorgeous, rich color. I didn't realize until I kind of got over it how stunning it is. It's like your cranberry sauce for your Thanksgiving feast. Let's go down to the fudge, which is that dark espresso brown. This is such a beautiful color too. And certainly, even though they're all treated, you don't have to worry about spills or stains, it does feel comforting to have a color that's just gonna really work for you and all. This is your best bet in both options, both manual and in the power. Then the last and fourth option is the midnight blue. This is so pretty too. If you want this in the power mode, which this one is, we've got about 200, so that's good, but these won't last, but only about 100 in the manual mode in the midnight blue. So that's your quick update. And again, I invite you to use the HSN card to do 18 months of financing to get this. You don't wait for another year or and a half to get your product though. We get it there within the next 2 weeks. So if you want the manual by using your HSN card, is about $70 a month. The power, about $105 a month for 18 months. But let's talk a little bit, Amy, again about how this will be delivered and what that experience is all about for our customers.
I would love to, Callie. Thank you for asking. This is the only recliner that you can get across the United States as a gift and get it before the holidays, because we have that relationship with HSN. We are offering, and this is included in your price, we are offering white glove delivery. So in the next 7 days or 7 to 10 days, we're going to call you or your loved one, if you're gifting for someone else, to make an appointment with them for delivery. On the day of delivery, you get a choice. Do you want to keep the white glove delivery, or would you prefer threshold? We'll do it either way. It's totally up to you, but the white glove is included. Now, once we come to the home, we'll put that recliner in any room that you want. So if it needs to go upstairs to a master suite, maybe it's going downstairs to the family room or a man cave or on the main level, it does not matter to us. We put the recliner together and we take away all the packaging. If you do prefer the threshold delivery, we bring it to the door of your choice. So that could be a front door, a back deck area, perhaps close to the family room, or it could be even in the garage. Maybe you're going to, if it's a gift, you're going to hide it a little bit, if you the best you can, wrap it up, and then bring it out for Christmas, or you're going to gift them before somebody comes home for the day, right? It just depends on what your needs are. Now, as far as putting together, if you ever need to move the chair or put it together yourself, it's very easy. You saw just a second ago how to put the manual together. There's a glide on the back and a slide on the base, and the back just slides in. We have 2 locks on each side. You just need a flathead screwdriver and a hammer, and you can hammer and lock it in place. So here we go. This is your slide and your glide area. Just slide the back right on the base, and you sit down and you start using your recliner. If it's the power version, it's 2 additional steps. Slide the back on the base halfway, and then you're going to lock your power DIN locking connections. Oh, there we are. Then you're going to lock your power. So there's slide this on halfway. Locking your power motor locks together. Then you're going to lock it to the electrical cord. This goes to a power supply box, which includes surge protection. And then you plug it into your wall. Now you're ready to use that wireless remote that has the home button, 2 memory buttons. It has the reclining button, the leg rest button, the lumbar button at the bottom, and then your headrest at the top. Remember, Callie, I said to you, I need a little more lumbars or a head support. When I'm looking and sitting in my recliner, you know, usually you need to tilt your head back a little bit to get comfortable. Well, this is why I say Lazy Boy fits you. I can raise this headrest button. So I'm sitting as I normally would. I raise the headrest button. The headrest comes to me. So now the chair fits me versus me trying to fit the chair. If I want to get into my sweet spot, my favorite reclining position, I hit my memory button that I have stored. and then I go right back to my comfortable reclining. If I need a little more headrest support, I can raise it up to 55 degrees. If I want more lumbar support, I can do that. If I've lost my remote, and that's what everybody's seeing Callie do right now, if I lost my remote, all I have to do is press this button
Press
in the
that
front.
button and it beeps.
Yep.
You hear it right
finds your
here on
remote
your
for you.
remote control. So I've moved on to
Yeah.
I'm so loving this power. I'm hearing your beeping
Yes.
too. That's really a nice thing. Sometimes, you know, it's just in the chair or it's, you know, whatever the case may be, you'll never have to worry about losing the remote. I
That's
just wanted
right.
to show you what a treat. I mean, you touch a button, whether it's, I mean, it adjusts with one touch of a button. I'm gonna do let's see, I'll do my legs. Ready? Here we go. Hello. Just to take the load off the legs feels so good, but let's watch this. I'm gonna touch the back. I'm not doing anything. Oh yeah.
And Callie, is it noisy?
No, it's totally quiet. Totally
Yes.
quiet. And
So
the
imagine-
lumbar. I'm feeling the lumbar.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
Now,
that feels good.
Imagine you have a new baby at home, right? And you're rocking the baby to sleep, and the baby falls asleep, right? And you don't want to awake the baby. You can hit your memory button. The baby stays still. You stay still. The chair does all the work for you. Now, mom and or dad or grandma and grandpa are getting the rest. The baby hasn't woken up. Somebody comes to the door. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? The baby does not move. The chair moves, and whoever can get up and go answer the door.
Oh
I mean, this
my.
is the things that we think about, right?
Oh.
And that's the exclusives to Lazy Boy, that exclusive wireless remote, whisper quiet.
Yeah.
And,
I have to tell you, Amy, at the beginning, I was like, I think I like the manual because I loved being able to ratchet back. And then I got in the power. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is really amazing. If you're just tuning in, again, this remote control, it houses right next to, right here. So it's just a touch of a button to be able to do, I mean, literally, this is like creating your own dream come true. If you want to just like, you know, fall into la la land, you can do it right here with one touch of a button. Keep it there, and again, adjust every single thing separately. Here, watch my feet. I'm just touching a button. Oh my gosh. And then I think my favorite part is that lumbar. Oh, that feels so good. Right where you need it in the small of your back. So it just gives you the support you want. So on top of all of that, this swivels for the first time. I don't think we've ever had a swivel chair here, have we, Amy?
No, this is our first time that we have the swivel. And Callie, I do know some people have asked, okay, what if I'm fully reclined like Callie and my power goes out? What happens? Well, the power supply box that I can see behind you houses 2 9-volt batteries. So have those ready when the delivery men come.
Okay.
Put the 2 9-volt batteries in, and if the power ever goes out, God bless the people in Buffalo who have problems with power and 5 feet of snow, right? Yeah. You're in your recliner, you're fully reclined, power goes out. The home button, you press it, and those batteries bring you to an upright seated position.
Awesome.
It's good for one time. You'll need to replace your batteries, but you don't get stuck in your chair.
Okay.
And here's the other beauty. If you like to float your furniture, now Lazy Boy gives you 8 feet of cord to plug in, so you can still float your furniture. But if you really want to float your furniture, on hsn.com, we give you a wireless battery that you can order. This is wireless, so you charge the battery. It usually lasts anywhere from 3 to 5 days. It does depend on how many times you use your recliner, but then you can recharge the battery by plugging it into the power source. And then once the battery's fully charged, you'll actually see a light come on here from yellow saying it's charging to green. So look at hsn.com because you can order other options to make this even more customized.
Awesome. Thank you for pointing that out. You can check those details out. I want to go through your options and where we're at with quantities because, like I said, this has been a weekly deal drop since Monday. And so what we have is what we have, and when these are gone, if there's 1 or 2 or 10 left, I mean, tomorrow night at midnight, the price goes up a couple $100s. But in retail, the price goes up over $700, if not $800 for the same chair. And you'd have to wait up to 4 months to get it. Here, we did this deal with Lazy Boy months ago, and so we secured I think a couple thousand chairs, but we're down to, let me give you an update. I'm gonna start down on that end so I can make sure you, if you have your favorite color in mind, get it now. I mean, let's start here with the Merlot. We have both power. Oh, in manual, we have 2 dozen left. Yikes, 24 in manual. There's only 5 dozen in the power, so 60 left in power, less than 100 total in the Merlot. The cotton, this is so pretty. There's about 100 in each option between power and manual. And don't worry about this being a light color. I'm gonna have Amy talk about how the fabric has been treated already. Then I wanted to show you the fudge. The fudge is a beautiful deep espresso bean brown. I think we've got most quantity available in this color. And the midnight too. We've got both power and manual. Definitely overall, the 2 most limited that probably will sell out before end of today are the cotton and the Merlot. So if these are, and they both are gorgeous. I really love them both. Get them while you can, because like I said, when they're gone, they are gone. And if we ever are able to bring this back, it will be a lot more than it is today. Shipping is already included in your pricing. And then again, it is inclusive of that white glove delivery. But let's get back to the fabric, Amy, because I know we dream of having light colored furniture. It's something you don't do when your kids are young or you've got pets, but you don't have to really be as worried anymore, thanks to the fact that you go to the extra steps of treating fabric with, what did you call it earlier?
It's iClean technology.
iClean.
So the fabric name is iFlanagan, and it is a #1 seller at HSN. That's why we brought it back on our #1 seller frame, the Pinnacle. You asked us to do that. This is why you can have light colored furniture in your home. This is cranberry juice. I'm gonna try not to get it on my clothes and my floor this time around, right? But look how it beads up on the surface, and you can see how that beading rolls around, right? Imagine your cup of coffee. Imagine your hot tea. Imagine your wine. Again, that's why I use cranberry juice, because it is so sticky. This is liquid repellent. All I'm doing is placing the paper towel next to the liquid. Look where it all is. It's not on the fabric. I have one little bead that decided to fall off from the mother bead, if you will. I dab it, and then I'll grab that last bead that also fell off, dab a couple of those, because I can see there's tiny little beads there. Then that's what they do. They break off from the mother bead, and then they just kind of they stay on the surface. This is the part that is dry to the touch, because that paper towel, you could be eating in your recliner, you could be drinking in your recliner. This is liquid repellent and stain lifting. We've tested chocolate syrup and it lifts off. We've tested dogs. Now, I won't let my puppy in the house or in here while we're on air, because he'll be all over the furniture. But this is why I put this on acrylic. I want you to see that none of that juice came through the backing. If it were not iClean, all of this cranberry color would be living in seat cushions, and you can never get that out. You might call a professional cleaner in your home to get the surface clean, but it never cleans the backing, and it never cleans what's inside, and this is where those stains live. And why are you spending the money for this investment today? Because you're getting the investment of comfort. And that's part of the Tempur-pedic as well. You don't want to have a plain fabric and put an upgrade inside and then know that it could be damaged in just a short amount of time. Tempur-pedic, the only company that built a cushion along with our engineers and their scientists to create a cushion that gives you customized support. This is a cue ball. You all know how heavy a cue ball is. I can push it down inside. Look what it does. It envelops the cue ball. Imagine this being your spine, your hip flexors, your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your calf muscles, your ankles. This is totally encompassing all parts of you. And then when you get up, the memory comes back. Look how slowly that comes back till it's flat on the surface and it's ready for you or your loved one to sit down and get their own customized seating. Heck, if my dog sat down, he'd get his own customized seating too.
That's true, and guess what? They will sit down on this chair because it is so cushy and comfortable, but yeah, let them, no stress. I mean, the fabric has been, as you just saw, I mean, that was as dramatic as it's gonna be. Red cranberry juice on a white fabric. It beads up like it's been waxed, like a nice sports car, and it just kind of falls off. So don't stress if you wanted white. This is called cotton. I don't want you to miss this one though. This seems to be the most close or dangerously close to selling out entirely, this Merlot color. It is like a beautiful cranberry. It's so pretty. I like them together actually. I don't know if you want to go matchy-matchy, if you're getting two, for one for, you know, his and hers, or me and, you know, that's how it works. It flanks the living room beautifully next to a sofa. Maybe you're putting two in the bedroom. I mean, maybe this is just that go-to chair. If, oh my gosh, I can't even explain how incredibly comfortable this chair is. I do really like a new feature that is in this chair that we've never done before, and it's this, the swivel. There's something about it, Amy, it just makes me feel even more free. I love, and it's 360-degree swivel. That's awesome.
On the manual, it's 360-degree swivel. So here's our manual recliner so that you, oh, I'm sorry, this is our power. Our power recliner only offers 145 degrees. Now, when I say only, I just want everybody to understand it's different than the manual. Why? Because when you have power, you have the cords in the back. We did this on purpose for your safety so the cords don't get caught inside, but you still get a phenomenal, almost 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock swivel, if you will. Look at these individual buttons. This is one-touch buttoning that gives you infinite reclining positions. This is where your Tempur-pedic foam is, and it's all on built inside with our 4-sided frame. We call it unibody. Kelly, that unibody construction is 4 sides, and everybody needs to understand you need 4 sides for the best stability. There's your swivel on your manual, 3-position locking footrest, an 18-position ratchet gives you 54 reclining positions, and whether it's power or whether it is the manual, you never lose lumbar support in all reclining positions. Same thing about the base. We build the chairs the same. It's just the manual parts, when we replace with the power, are replaced with motors, but it's still a center drive rod that creates the same movement as a manual, just from 54 reclining positions to infinite reclining positions. And I do want to show that Merlot. I'm sitting in the chocolate, the fudge color. And I also have the midnight here in my studio. 2 of the best gifting colors. Imagine browns go with everything, everything. Whether you have gray tones, I still have wood tones. I have all gray behind me with the pink and soft rose tones. And then the brown tones fit in with the grays and the neutral, the pastels very beautifully. The navy, always think of that as just like your favorite pair of jeans. Blue jeans go with everything, so does navy. So if you are gifting and you're not sure what color fits, you cannot go wrong with either of those 2 colors that you see right now, Callie.
I do love this midnight. It's really pretty. I just took the remote with me to go down the line, but look at how that just tucks right in there. And if you are just tuning in, I love that this does not only just give you the ability to touch a button and put it into the perfect position for you. There's a Find My Remote button. There's this wonderful little lock if you want the little ones to keep away from your preset settings. And then I love that there's a USB port here, so you can be charging a laptop, a phone, an iPad, everything can be charged right here while you are taking a load off. In fact, let me do that. Would you mind? I'm just gonna start by, you know what? You can kick up your feet with one touch of a button. Oh, there it is right there. Watch, ready? Hello. That is awesome. And then watch this. Once I'm elevated all the way, I'm gonna go this way, all the way to the back. Oh my gosh, you do feel like just a load of weight taken off. And then that lumbar in this power mode is something that you're gonna absolutely love. And then here, I'm gonna actually, you can move the headrest up. You can really customize it. And this does have memory settings for 2 people. So it's really nice to just be able to hit your perfect perfect setting for you and your body. Incidentally, this holds 300 pounds and it weighs 95 pounds, just giving you all the entire scoop. But everything about this, whether it's power or manual, they're both wonderful. It's just the place to get them is here. And this week, well, today, because tomorrow, and this is the only show today, we are down to so few. I don't even know if we'll have the shows, or at least not full shows tomorrow. We'll see how things go today. But if you want Merlot, I don't think it's gonna be there. The cotton.
No, I agree.
In both power or manual. So that one is for sure the closest to selling out at this point. The next closest to selling out is that cotton. It's just so clean and fresh and modern and fabulous. Here's your fudge. We've got the midnight blue. But all four are available, are both power and manual. Seems like power is the #1 seller today, Amy. Is that a surprise to you?
No, it really doesn't. You know, think about your car, right? You may have power in your driver's seat. It comes with a lumbar button. It comes with the power so you can sit back, you can sit forward, you can change the steering wheel. Those are customizing to give you comfort and change your comfort levels when your body is fatigued, right? Well, then you go and you rent your car. You got to rent one because you're out traveling for the holidays. And what do you get? You get a manual front seat. Manuals are great, but they don't give you the customization that power can give you. And that's why we offer the Power Lazy Boy. This is our manual. It's still 53 more reclining positions than any other reclining company out there. And remember, Lazy Boy is the inventor of recliners. So we're going to always give you exclusive and patented features that you don't find from anywhere else. So no matter what you're doing in the manual recliner for comfort, you're getting 54 full options of reclining. But then walk over to the power, and with the wireless remote, which is exclusive to Lazy Boy, I get one touch comfort. So if I just want to keep rocking and swiveling, all I have to do to recline a little more is press the recliner button. Look what happens here in the front. This is very important. Not only am I going back, but if I had long legs or if I had a long torso, every time I touch this button, my fingers are slipping, the seat comes out in the front. That is elongating this recliner for reclining comfort while I rock and swivel. Once I'm ready to raise the leg rest, again, one touch at a time. Maybe you don't want to go into a full seating. Maybe you just want to stay right here and take a little bit of stress off the lumbar support. You can do that. You can hold the two buttons down at one time if you want and go to a full bed recline. Then you're ready to watch television or hold a conversation. Raise the headrest up to 55 degrees. You don't have to move the headrest. Let the headrest move your head for you. And once you're here, if you need a little more lumbar support, increase it up to another 3 inches. Now, if that's your sweet spot, hit your memory button. You hear your beep. It's now programmed. You're ready to sit up. Just hit the home button. Look, I'm not moving my head. I'm letting the chair do the work. Now I'm back up to a seated right position.
Yeah.
If I'm ready to run again, press your 1, and the last save memory is where it goes right back for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that fabulous?
It's really awesome. I have to tell you, my favorite part of the whole power mode is that you get that lumbar. Oh, it just really fills in that lower back so beautifully, whether you're in a fully reclined position or just somewhere in between. It's incredible how supportive it is. But both are amazing. The reason I like the manual is because it does that ratcheting for you, and it does the 360-degree swivel. So it's really, I mean, you can't lose here. The only thing you could lose is by missing out on this weekly deal drop and having to spend over $700 more in retail, and then waiting up to 15 weeks to get it. Here, what we have is available for immediate delivery to your door within the next 2 weeks. Maybe within a week, somebody will call you and set up that delivery. And then they're gonna work it out. So if you want them, Amy, clarify this for me. If you need them to bring it into the living room or the den or a bedroom, they'll do that, right?
Absolutely, because white glove delivery is included. So we're going to make an appointment with you, and then 30 minutes out, you decide if you want us to change it to threshold. But standard is our white glove delivery. We have not offered white glove since February of 2020. So that's how long it's been that we've been able to do that. Here's the manual recliner. It's just 2 pieces. The back slides right on the base and you start using your beautiful new recliner. If you opt for the power, if you're able to upgrade, and it is an investment, but it's in your investment in comfort. If you're able to upgrade, it's just 2 additional steps, and that is locking the power motors to the base. So here's that swivel recliner in the power version, 145-degree rotation. And because it is a power cord in the back, we do that for your safety. These are the buttons on your wireless remote. These are exclusive to Lazy Boy. You will not find this anywhere else. We are the only reclining company with 4 motors, by the way. Raise that headrest, increase your lumbar, recline without the leg rest up. It's totally up to you. We put that Tempur-pedic foam inside. This is where it's located. And then the Lazy Boy unibody construction. That is a patent with Lazy Boy. No other reclining companies have 4 sides. And when you have a 3-sided frame, that's what breaks down. This is why we're able to offer you a limited lifetime warranty, lifetime on the parts, the mechanism, and the frame. And look at all your other warranties that are listed right on hsn.com. And Callie, I don't know if you can see it, but there's my mother bubble. There's the baby that broke off. I spilled this almost over a minute ago. This has not moved. I can move that bubble around. The little ones break off. This is why you can have white furniture in your home. Just lay your napkin, your paper towel, or a white cloth down right next to it. Pick up all of those little spills, dot it. If you have any little babies that break up, all you have to do is dot. There is no scrubbing. There is no rubbing. There's your stain. And all of that gorgeous Tempur-pedic foam of customized comfort that's down inside does not get touched because none of this went through the backing.
Exactly. It's so nice.
And it would...
No matter which color you're getting, but obviously on the white or the lighter color, the cotton, what a nice, peace of mind of knowing that it's not going to stain. But let me remind you what's happening, because I see a clock on the screen. This is the only airing today. This weekly deal drop will not be here after tomorrow. And I don't know if these 2 colors are going to be here. I can guarantee this Merlot is going to be gone. Last call on the manual. I think we have a dozen in the manual. If you want it in the power, what do we have, 2 dozen maybe? So good, 4 dozen in the power. 2 dozen in the manual? Is that what you said, or is there 1 dozen? 1 dozen in manual, 4 dozen in power in this beautiful burgundy. It's called Merlot. If you want the cotton, here's your final update, folks, because this 110 in manual. If you want it, less than 200 in the power mode. We brought more in the power mode across the board between our colors, just so you know, because it is the most popular, thinking that you could get the power here for less than the price of what you'd get the manual in retail. So that just kind of shows you the kind of savings you're getting. This is the fudge. I love the fudge too. There's 120 left in manual. In the power, we've got a little more than that. It's been most popular in the manual in this particular color. And then lastly, this beautiful midnight. This has been the biggest hit of the hour. This has been most popular overall. So we do still have power and manual, but I don't want you to miss this pricing because it's a lot of savings. This is the manual breakdown. I mean, in retail, this chair will be over $2,000. Here, this week, until tomorrow, the price is only $1,249. That's over $700 off. And we can do flex pay or VIP financing, which I'll break down for you in a second. But here's the power, giving you another idea of the savings are significant. Today, it's $18.99 at HSN. Retail, $26.25. But tomorrow at midnight, all of our pricing goes back to regular. Still great compared to retail, but today and tomorrow is your last chance to save over $700. I mentioned VIP financing. If you have that HSN card, this is where the getting is good. You will pay 1 little monthly payment at a time for a year and a half, but you'll have the chair the whole time. You'll get this delivered within the next week to 2 weeks. And again, that's all done based on your schedule. Somebody will call you to customize and set up what works best for you. Just so you know, it's the same item number, 87186 for all 4 colors in either mode, power or manual. Boy, Amy, this has just been a big win today. Thank you so much for your incredible wealth of knowledge. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. I have totally enjoyed spending my time with you, which I always do. Just a pleasure.
Me too. I feel the same way. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. We'll see you soon. I tell you what, this has been so much fun. I'm going to repeat the fun with you tomorrow. I'll be back at high noon for a couple of hours. We've got the great Sunday gift list show tomorrow at noon, and we'll be together. My friend Bobby is back. She's going to be coming up next with more Black Friday deals, and then I know she and Joy are together with our next look at our Today Special and so much more. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, everybody. Mwah. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, my fabulous friend Callie. Hi, everybody. My name is Bobby. Welcome again to HSN. I have 3 amazing hours.